Hello guys, Matthew here and welcome back again to the TechTick YouTube channel. In front of me stands one of Gigabyte's latest motherboard, which is coming from their, so to speak, wave of recently refreshed models, the Z170X Ultra Gaming. Right away you can notice that Gigabyte went with a bit of a different design on the front of the box, with a big G1 logo in the middle and without any pictures of the motherboard, emphasizing the main features of this particular model on the bottom. Going to the back, you'll see a bunch of different pictures explaining the technologies behind this model and a mention of some other features, as well as a chart of the basic technical specifications and a back I/O layout. Opening up the box, here we have 4 SATA cables, which come in this silver-like color. Two-way SLI bridge. Some user manuals, stickers and promotional materials. Gigabyte Velcro straps. I/O shield and a front panel header adapter for easier cable installation. And here's the motherboard itself. As you can notice, Gigabyte went with this model into a slightly different direction design-wise. It's basically completely black all around, except these silver metal details that visually pop up on the PCI Express and RAM slots. This actually delivers additional structural support to the PCI Express slot itself, for example in situation when you install a beefier graphics card. Since I'm already here, this model carries 3 PCI Express 3.0 X1 slots and 3 X16 slots, their electrical configuration in order being X16, X8, X4, and if you plan to do an SLI or Crossfire multi-GPU setup, you can use the first and the second one in X8, X8 mode. Gigabyte also increased the gap between those two first X16 slots, so the top card in Crossfire or SLI setup has a bit more room for cool air to come in. As an added bonus, Gigabyte put red LEDs around those slots, as well as between the 4 DDR4 RAM slots, side tracer stripes on the right side of the motherboard, and both of the black heatsinks, one for the chipset on the bottom and 2 surrounding the CPU socket and being the cooling for the power design. Both are covered in this matte black finish, which looks really cool and goes along great with the rest of the board's components and black PCB. Speaking of the power design, the board comes with digital 8-phase one, packing in their ultra durable technology and features like the 10K black caps. Right below the CPU socket you can see the M.2 slot, capable of taking modules up to 110mm in length and which uses PCI Express 3.0 X4 lane for achieving 32 gigabits of bandwidth. In regards of other storage capabilities, Gigabyte covered a lot of ground here. For starters, next to the Thunderbolt 3.0 40 gigabits header, here we have your usual SATA 3 ports, 6 of them to be exact, 4 of them making 2 SATA Express ports, and squeezed in between them you can see one U.2 port capable of 32 gigabits of bandwidth, which is a rare sight, especially in this more mainstream segment of Z170 chipset based motherboards. Coming to the bottom, you will come across onto your standard array of headers, like the front panel header, USB and audio headers, fan header, 1 of 4 in total, the rest of them hide on the top part of the motherboard, one of which is dedicated for powering up the all-in-one water cooling pump, so you can choose if you want to use PWM or voltage regulation, and one more on the right side, right next to the 24-pin ATX power connector and USB 3.0 header. Going to the left side you can see your audio components. The Realtek ALC1150 audio codec hides behind this shield, which is also surrounded with high quality Japanese capacitors and sits on an isolated PCB area, which also has red tracer LEDs. Going to the back to check out the rear I/O portion of the board, first thing that will grab your attention is this cool looking metal shroud that surrounds and covers it, with the G1 Gaming logo on the top. Second noticeable thing is this big empty space in the middle, which kinda points out that there's not that much going on ports wise, but taking a closer look you can see that we have a decent amount of connections, starting from your usual bunch like the combo PS2 port, USB 2 and USB 3 ports, audio jacks, HDMI video output, all the way to some interesting stuff like the mini DisplayPort in and mini DisplayPort out, USB 3.1A and C ports, C1 being particularly interesting since it can deliver 100 watts thanks to the Power Delivery 2.0 technology standard and implementation. That's it guys for this time. Thank you once again for checking out the unboxing and preview of the Gigabyte Z170X Ultra Gaming motherboard. Feel free to give this video a thumbs up if you like it, leave a comment down below if you have any questions about the product, and of course, if you would like to see more content like this, you can subscribe to the TechTeak YouTube channel, or you can just check out some of the other videos from before.